Alright guys, so today we had Infinity Ward directors on YouTube's E3 live stream. This was Sunday evening. We still have an Infinity Ward E3 panel on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, but we had sort of a small panel beforehand. The three directors and Jeff on the YouTube live stream go through a bunch of information on this game. Now, they didn't reveal much, but I'm going to be going through within this video what exactly they did reveal and what they were hinting at for the bigger panel on Tuesday, and they're actually hinting at a bunch of big stuff to be revealed this Tuesday. Also, again, Spec Ops being confirmed. I'll show you guys that, what they talked about with the Spec Ops and what's going to be happening with that game mode, and then also a bunch of different stuff with campaign. So the first clip I'm going to show you guys is where they confirm Spec Ops. They talk a little bit about it. Now, they never really confirmed Spec Ops. Obviously, they talked about co-op being a game mode, and we just assumed it's Spec Ops, and there were leaks about Spec Ops being in the game, but now they finally come out and say it is Spec Ops, but on a whole nother scale. So here's the clip.
Okay. So in the previous Modern Warfare games, there was a mode called Spec Ops.
Yep.
And we are going to have Spec Ops in the new Modern Warfare.
I see. Okay, so you have,
but like
Spec Ops like you've never
to the 11th hour. You know,
okay.
to the
yeah, it's next.
Crank the knob off, break it, and then throw it away.
But I saw the intensity of some of those Spec Ops missions back in the day were, I mean, incredible.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But now with that fidelity, the new engine, all that.
It can have a narrative this time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more exciting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think an even narrative in the co-op to some degree? Or
The narrative, it goes across all the modes.
Okay.
It's one universe. We have the saying at the studio, consistency and continuity in all modes.
So now they didn't go through the details exactly what's going to be happening in Spec Ops, whether or not survival is going to be returning or chaos, or what types of missions we're going to see, but they do highlight and emphasize that it's going to be a similar storyline to the rest of the game, and the whole game is going to run on this same sort of overarching storyline that is Modern Warfare. So it's not just a separate game mode that's completely separated from the main game, it's all together. Also, there were leaks, and I'm not so sure if they confirmed this, that the guns and weapons you will upgrade go across all the game modes, so you could be leveling up in multiplayer, and that, goes for your weapon rank in campaign and Spec Ops as well, and you can rank up in Spec Ops and vice versa. It's the same thing for the other multiplayer, so pretty much everything you're doing, it's all in one game, and Spec Ops and co-op is just a part of that. So again, we'll probably get some more Spec Ops details very soon, but it's cool to see them at least announce it and confirm that it is going to be returning, but on a whole nother level. So next thing here, we're going to look at quickly them hinting at Tuesday's reveal. A bunch of stuff should be Tuesday. Tuesday should be the big day. Now here's the clip at the end of the panel where they mention a bunch of stuff, and listen closely to Joel. He's the guy all the way to the left. He mentions finally we get to show you guys something, and it's very faint and it sort of cuts off, but he's hinting there, they're going to be showing us something, which obviously means gameplay. And I think what we're seeing so far, now they didn't confirm what they're showing us necessarily, but most likely it's going to be those two campaign missions that we saw back, or that the YouTubers saw back a couple of weeks ago that we only heard about and we heard described. But here's the clip for you guys.
And I know there'll be more here at E3. We're going to see you guys on Tuesday for a panel, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All you guys and me together again, and that'll be streamed on YouTube. So hopefully, we had a call last week. It sounds like we may have some hints of things to come at that panel, so definitely want to tune in.
Finally, we get to
exactly. So definitely tune in for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare panel that will be streaming live right here on YouTube on Tuesday. I think it's at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks for coming down on a Sunday to hang out with us.
And again, they're not downplaying this panel on Tuesday. They're emphasizing that they're ready to show us a bunch of cool hints, a bunch of cool stuff for this game. So that should be a big deal. And get ready for that live stream. Again, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And that's going to be pretty sick. So let's go through some more stuff they talked about from this little panel here. Charlie Intel tweets out, it's one consistent universe in the entirety of the game, whether or not you're playing multiplayer, co-op, or single player, in the same world, same rules. One piece of equipment and weapon works the same across all of the game modes. Again, basically what we were talking about before, everything you're using in this game crosses over. Next thing here, environments in Modern Warfare are 100% realistic in size, scanned from real life and brought into the game. New AI that actually reacts in many ways similar to real life. So again, just them emphasizing how realistic this game is actually going to be, and when you're fighting in these battlefields, in these buildings, raiding these different towns, it's going to be exactly like it is in real life. And I don't know, when you're, I guess, accidentally shooting civilians, your teammates in the game would act as if someone was actually shot in real life, and you're seeing this, witnessing this, and you're, you know, feeling this sense of shock and awe and distress. And I don't know, it seems like they're really putting a lot of effort into that, so that's very cool. And the last thing here from this little panel, you get to play as Tier 1 operators, Rebel Freedom Fighters in the campaign. Playing as Tier 1, you get the highest tech available today, and now when you're playing as the Rebel Fighters, you actually have limited technology and have to stick to ground warfare. So now they're finally saying here, pretty much, when you're playing as the Freedom Fighters, that's more, I feel like, of the actual modern warfare aspect. You're using all of this high-tech stuff, not futuristic, obviously, but high-tech for today's age, a bunch of cool stuff. And the Rebel Fighters, it's a bit different. It's modern warfare, but think about Rebel Fighters fighting in the Middle East. They don't have much at their disposal. They have, you know, those AK-47s, those pickup trucks, and that's pretty much it. Bombs, some cannon, missiles, and there's not much available to them, so that's going to be shown in the campaign. That obviously should be very cool. So again, today's panel was definitely small, nothing much revealed. Unfortunately, no gameplay today. It does suck. I definitely wanted and hoped for more, but they gave us some information. They confirmed Spec Ops, they showed us some stuff, and Tuesday again is the main day in which we'll probably see a bunch more information and gameplay for this game. So until then, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.